So I want to talk about
You're
hockey.
welcome.
So I talked about Auston Matthews having a heater last night at 65th. They win in overtime against the Pittsburgh Penguins. We don't talk about hockey a lot, although big puck fan. Leafs are heading into the playoffs on a bit of a heater. And it dawned on me last night. I'm like, fucking Auston Matthews might be the best two-way player in the history of the NHL, the most impactful defensive forward. He's Patrice Bergeron-esque. That's how good he is defensively. And offensively, he's the best player best goal scorer in the league. One of top two, him, McDavid, the best player in the league. McDavid, if you look at his defensive prowess, not great. I'm like, he's the best fucking player, all-around player in his 7th year that I've ever seen in the NHL. I love Gretzky. I'm a Gretzky-phile. I really am. I got a ton of Gretzky shit. I'm a big Gretzky dude. He's the best offensive player to ever play the game, without question.
No.
Auston Matthews. I don't, unless you take your bias into it, and dumb people do that. Auston Matthews, I've never seen a player like him. As attentive, as impactful at both ends of the ice. I have never seen anything like this. Connor McDavid is outstanding. Don't get me wrong.
Connor does have his slip-ups defensively.
Yeah, but like, it dawned on me last night. I think you're going to have that conversation at some point in the next couple of years where, is this the best overall, the most well-rounded?
You know what's funny? That you're just deciding this now that it's going to be a conversation. That's great, because I haven't ever heard anybody waxing. Here's my problem. I'm willing to have a conversation about Matthews' prowess if you're willing to bring up McDavid at the same time. 100%. This is the problem I have with Toronto sports media. Toronto sports media will literally have a 15, 20-minute panel talking about the best player in hockey, and they'll even do like an all-time thing, and they will neglect to bring up Connor McDavid, which to me, all they're doing is just trolling Edmonton fans. That's all that is. So it's annoying. So what ends up happening is we push back. The fact that you brought up Matthews as a great two-way player, although I have seen him.
I've never seen him cheat defensively once. Never. Never. No, I'm serious, dude.
Literally a quarter of the Leaf hockey that I do Oilers hockey.
Yeah, he doesn't give up on any defensive. He is being lauded today. Last night's game, watching him play the game, he played defensively, which was maybe better than the game he played.
How many points did he get last night?
1 goal, tie goal. Fucking 65 of them this year in 76 games. I mean, Jesus.
What I really wanted was I wanted Hyman to catch him. There was a conversation about a month ago about Hyman because he was on a bit of a heater. He had like 9 points in 6 games or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I tweeted, I hope Hyman gets his 50th when they go to Toronto, and then catches him. And what is the Art Ross is the overall? What's the Rocket? And I'm like, and he's going to take the Rocket away from Auston Matthews. And everyone was like freaking out.
You know what though? It was funny because I was tweeting that shit today, and David Parker, he's like, because he's an Alberta guy, he's like, no way, McDavid's the best player. And I'm like, yeah, you get out of your bias. Everybody's got to get out of your bias. But
there's no bias in that.
There's a bias.
McDavid's
the best offensive player to ever play the game. He really is.
Like he is unbelievable.
The best active player in the game isn't him, though.
His speed is insane. Did you see him take down McKinnon the other night, Friday night against Colorado?
Chase him down end to end, back to back. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Again, like you guys have Matthews, be proud of that. You guys can, be very excited, and then you guys will lose in Game 7 of the first round and get knocked out.
No question.
I do like this year, though. I do love this year.
Hang on, our guest, Pete Creek, is fucking furious right now. He's in.
It's a low blow, man. Low blow.
Oh, Pete, last year, I put $100 down on the Leafs losing in Game 7 of the first round. And the payout was only like $1,200. I'm like, how is that not like way more? Like they've been doing this every year since like 1991, and you're telling me that the 6th time they'll be doing it in a row? You're not going to give me more than $1,200 for a $100 bet? And of course, they won in Game 6. Who did they beat last year in the first Tampa Bay?
First round, Tampa got absolutely fisted by I believe the Florida Panthers in the second round. Pete, you're a big fan, right? You're a big Leaf guy. You have to be because you're from the Hammer. So you're sitting there listening in the background. Do you take any issues with what I'm saying? Can you remove your bias as a Leaf fan and go, Matthews might be the best all-around player in the history of the game at this point?
I mean, I do think he's up there, but I will agree to a certain degree. His playoff performance has yet to be reach that potential. He plays great in the seasons, but
because he's from Arizona, the golf course starts calling.
Great in the first round last year, and then did sweet fucking nothing in the second round, right? So I want to see that throughout the playoffs.